And coming up next, Business Report producer David Weir talks with Melanie Schroll, who's the executive director of the Building Owners and Management Association here in South Florida. Dave asked Melanie what her organization was all about.
Well, this is an international organization comprised of commercial real estate professionals and those who support the buildings. It's a trade association.
I got you. So, well, boy, we got a lot of commercial buildings in South Florida.
We do.
And so you guys get together and exchange ideas on how to handle a building when obviously something is going to happen.
Absolutely. Yes. This particular local association encompasses Martin, Palm Beach, and Broward County. So what we offer is networking, advocacy issues, and education for the property managers. I
got you. Well, especially in a hurricane season, this is a very important thing that you guys are doing.
It's very important. The event that we just had, the disaster experience, was a real-life simulation to train the property managers what to do in the event of multiple disasters, not just hurricanes, but anything that can affect the building and or the tenants.
Okay, well, you know, like floods and fire and stuff like that.
Floods, fire, your roof caving in, toxic
spills. That's a big thing.
It is. Roofing and landscaping, and of course in South Florida, HVAC, air conditioning, really big thing. You don't want to lose any of those.
Yeah, because if you lose any of that, then you're getting involved with the disaster of mold.
Absolutely.
Oh God, you know, God forbid we get mold.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, how many people are involved in this? How many members do you have in South Florida?
Right now we have about 280, and we're the second largest BOMA in the region. The only one who's bigger than us at this time is BOMA Atlanta. So wow. We're very proud of that.
Well, okay, if I have a property or a strip center or something like that, how do I get involved in something like this?
What you would do is you would apply online at the BOMA Fort Lauderdale website, and you would be approved, and then you would come to a brief orientation so we can tell you what you're going to get out of your membership. And then every month we offer at least one event for our members, and we have committee events. So if you...
Yeah, the one you just had here in August, what was that all? What happened there?
Yeah, okay, so this was attended by over 200 people, and it was the disaster experience, and we won an award for it in 2006, an international award for best practices. And the 200 people got together, had this real-life simulation for several hours of how to deal with disasters, as far as having a press agent at their table. That was assigned.
Yeah.
It could be a tenant coordinator.
Yeah.
And then you had someone who was only involved in communication. So these teams went through the simulation, and then afterwards we had a trade show. Afterwards with
an open bar.
Oh, you bet. After that, they needed it.
Well, you know, it's very important to have a tenant relationship with the building owner, because if there's a disaster, or we'll say hypothetically a hurricane, the tenant really doesn't know what to do.
Absolutely.
And especially if the tenant's out of town or has got out of the way of the hurricane.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's very important for the property manager to communicate at all times with the tenants of what has happened and what's going to happen, and keep them informed when the building's closed, when it's going to reopen, and to have their security team well informed as well, so they can keep the tenants safe.
Well, every commercial building, in my opinion, should have at least a property manager. Yes. Because this is more than just changing light bulbs.
Right, absolutely. It's the full operation of the building. It's not about the aesthetics and how pretty it is. It's about how well the buildings run and tenant retention. You want to keep your tenants happy.
Well, yeah, you want to keep your tenants happy.
Yeah.
Because they pay the bills, you know, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Absolutely. And, you know, around here you could swing a dead cat and hit a commercial building. So you want them to be loyal and to stay in your building at all times.
Okay. Well, how long has this organization been around?
I believe the International BOMA was formed around 1907. It's been around a long time.
Well, I hope they had some stuff over in Japan. I mean, this is an international organization.
It is. Yeah, I do believe that we have a Japanese delegation for BOMA in Japan, yes.
Absolutely. They really needed that after what they went through, which was horrible.
They were devastated.
Well, do you get involved in over in Europe or anything like that?
There are BOMAs in England and Australia, really all over the world, Mexico. And it's interesting because once a year or twice a year we have a big international convention, and we'll see the delegates from the other countries, and you know, some have to have translators with them, but it's interesting because we all speak the same language.
Sure. All right, well listen, Melanie, thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you, David.
And good luck with BOMA.
Thank you.
Building Owners and Managers Association in South Florida, which is plays a very important role in our business community.
It does. Thank you for having me.
All right, Melanie, God bless you.
Thank you.
And stay with us. We'll return right after these messages.